Bell rings, get in the square circle, it's time. The Boxing Biz podcast is live. Call in and state your mind, but get checked if you're stepping out of line. Jab right hand combination. We're interviewing fighters from every nation. The phone lines are busy. Have some patience. Your 3 minutes are up. No more conversations. The Boxing Biz, where we handle our business. Handle your business. We handle our business. You already know what's going to happen, champ. You already know what's happening right now. All right, and just to let you guys know too, man, I am going to have a guest today. Yeah, I mean, friend of mine who I actually is going to be on for the first time, and just want to welcome him here. My man Alex. I'm gonna just go ahead and put him on.
Oh yeah, what's good, guys?
What's up, champy?
What's up, boss? How you doing?
Ya tú sabes, mi hermano. You here?
You ready for fight night? You ready? It's a big night.
I'm super ready. I'm super ready, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited. You coming through, right?
Yeah, definitely gonna be coming through. There's a fight party at Alex and John's house, so I've been invited over, and I'm definitely gonna be stopping by and enjoying the fight with the fellas.
It's gonna be some good fights going on, man. It's about. Whew.
Well, this show today is Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez fight breakdown. This is a time where we get all together collectively as boxing fans and get a some type of I don't know, what do you want to say, predictions. And I gotta say I'm real happy today because I'm going to include a new segment in the show. It's called In the Booth. Now, in this segment of the show, 2 listeners are going to get the opportunity to go live on air and try to convince us why their fighter pick is the right choice. Each fighter will get 1 minute, and then we will vote on the winner on the poll on the chat. So make sure you pay attention to the chat. And looks like my man A is going to be stepping away for 2 seconds. All good. And let's see who's on right now. My man, oh man, I got to shout out the Texas boys, man. They stay up. My man Rob too. Rob just had a fight too. And congratulations to him. He was he was all about the fights, man. And he's gone and started something up on his own. And just want to say, man, good luck on your endeavor. It's looking sweet behind the scenes. So looking forward to more things to come. I know May 13th, you got an event happening. So we'll look forward to watching that. But yeah, Alex, so we're going to give our fight breakdown. Obviously, we're going to talk about the different fights on the card. We're going to go ahead and talk about Chris Colbert and Valenzuela, who are also going to be, taking on basically a last hope fight, even though Chris Colbert didn't feel that way. But I think that this is another matchup where 2 fighters who are really pretty good, are getting into a fight where it's going to be decisive, right, in their careers. So, I mean, I think of it that way.
They're both coming off big losses too.
They're both coming off of big losses. Chris Colbert lost to El Dominicano. Yeah. And Garcia was, he was a tough opponent, man. I mean, Gervonta
skilled. Yes, very skilled fighter, very skilled boxer.
What'd you think about Chris Colbert and Garcia, that fight? Well, and I'm going to ask you, Alex, who are you picking for this fight? The fight includes our picks. So,
come again. You coming in choppy. Come again.
Listen, if the internet agents are battling my man Alex, please forgive him. He's going in and out a little bit, but let me put you back on. So go ahead, Alex. Let us know right now what the breakdown is for you for Chris Colbert and Valenzuela. I mean, Valenzuela is a hard hitting guy. I mean, he got famous, you know, because he had caught Teofimo Lopez with some good shots in sparring.
He did, but he's, you know what, Chris and Venezuela, they're both slow starters. I think Chris might be the better boxer, but I think Venezuela does have the ring IQ, so he could probably, similar to Garcia, he's left-handed, and he could bring it in. It's gonna be a fight that's either gonna go the distance, or I could see Chris probably getting him. But then again, Venezuela is the stronger of the two, if you ask me. I think he's the bigger puncher of the two.
So you think Valenzuela is a stronger fighter?
Oh yeah, hands down. He's got the power, but I think Chris is the definitely slicker boxer. Now, who comes in what shape and who's gonna, outshine the other, we're gonna see tonight. But I still think they both of them still have a lot left in their tank. They both still young. They coming off one career. It wasn't like even though Venezuela's law, he actually got stopped. He got dominated. Like
that was pretty tough for him, man. I mean,
that was pretty shocking because he was like, all these boxers that have O's on their record, they're hype. No one wants to get that first loss, and then to get knocked out or stopped like that when you're the favorite. Like, yeah, that's a different. Now, Chris, I think he kind of slept more on Garcia. Like, I think if Chris would have trained hard and took it more serious, he could have beat him. Yeah, because his potential's he has unlimited potential, but it's as bad as he wants it.
So what you saying? Whoa. So what you saying? Are you saying that Chris Colbert wasn't 100% last fight?
I don't think mentally he was all there. Like, he didn't give his all, That's just my thought on it, because I've seen Chris, like the good Chris, like, when Chris is on his game, he's one of the best. He's one of the best in the business. But similar to Venezuela too, when he got hit with some good shots, that other dude was strong and he just couldn't take it. Now, I don't think Chris has the power that the other guy has that beat Venezuela, but it's boxing. There's only so many punches you could take before you're going down, So
yeah, I mean, look, I've always thought of Chris as a major talent, man. Colbert's, I mean, I for years, even going up there to Brooklyn and being at the gym up there with them and the whole Sosa crew. Shout out to Sosa crew who coaches them. I've always thought of him as a major player in the division, that was kind of slept on as he creeped up in the wins that he, catching the wins that he was catching. But fighting Garcia, it was bad. I
think it was a wake up call for him. He needed that,
And look, and I'm not saying that he hasn't woken up. I've seen a certain type of confidence in him in the press conferences this time around, especially even on the face-off. But Valenzuela is big, so I wonder what's gonna be the style approach for Chris. Is he gonna fight on the back foot, or is he gonna be able to push Valenzuela back? Valenzuela's gotten hit pretty hard.
I don't think Chris is a pressure fighter, though. He's more of a slick, stick and move type of fighter. But we got to see how he comes out, because this is big for both of their careers, though. You don't want to go down losing your last two fights, And they're in a tough division. There's a lot of superstars in this division. So you want to keep, you want to start beating some of these big names now. You talk the talk, but now it's time to walk that walk.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's I mean, look, as far as like the guys that I've been following, they definitely are the card that starts with Chris and goes on up. I'm not too familiar with Orestes Velasquez or Marcelino Nicolas Lopez and the rest of the guys. I've been off.
Me too. I'm familiar with Joey Spence and the other one, though. That's going to be a good one as well.
Yeah, the top four bouts, definitely familiar with the guys. And I mean, those are the guys that I really wanted to concentrate on the show anyway. Not that the other guys don't deserve their share of airtime, of course. Fighters that are going to be giving us a good night of boxing. So much props to the undercard. But I want to move on and talk a little bit about Joey Spencer and Jesus Alejandro Ramos. I've been a big fan of both these guys since they started, and they're young fighters, up and coming. Haven't been tested in the highest levels yet, but are slowly starting to get into those levels. And I think this is a perfect matchup right now to pitch two guys who are on their way up into those ranks, into those money brackets, and it's gonna be a tough fight. I gotta say, man, Joey Spencer's always been a favorite of mine, man. I can't say that Ramos hasn't either, so I'm kind of stuck in between because I am a fan of both fighters. But I think Joseph Spencer is going to catch this one, man, and I think it's going to be a overall not a unanimous decision, maybe a split decision. It's not going to be an easy fight.
I could probably see Joey stopping him too, though. If he
Whoa,
with that explosion, yeah, I can probably see a stoppage. Like,
yeah, nah. Joey has some good power.
Like when he came on the scene, he had a lot of hype, and then but he never made that big. Well, he hasn't made that jump yet. They brought him up. They're bringing him up very slowly, very little by little. Which I guess that's good for his career. But like you said, it's time for these guys to start stepping up and fighting. The big names in the division. If you want to be somebody, you got to beat somebody. Like
Just in case anybody, and not to cut you off, Alex. Just in case anybody didn't know, you're picking Chris Colbert, right? For that bout, for Colbert versus.
Yeah, I'm going with Colbert.
Colbert. Any specific round or any?
Oh,
any
no,
specific...
I say late, maybe 10 or the distance. Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying that there's a maybe stoppage for Chris Colbert?
Maybe 10 or 12. I could see the distance. I'll stick with the distance because Chris is not. He's not a knockout artist, but he has stopped some people before.
Yeah, definitely.
But I can see the distance coming off this fight. His last loss, he's gonna take it easy. He's not gonna go in there and go for the knockout right away. Like no, he's gonna take his time, start slow like he usually does. By the time it's 6th, 7th round, if he's not winning on the cards, then he's gonna be in trouble. Because Venezuela is the hardest hitter, and one punch and that's it. It can be
I think for a fact, man, Valenzuela is going to be the one chasing the knockout.
He's gonna, I think he's gonna be applying that pressure. Chris is gonna be the one. I think he's gonna have to make more of the adjustments. But let's see. It should be a good.
Valenzuela. All right, so then my pick right now, I'm gonna have to go with Jose Valenzuela on this one.
Okay.
I think that the pressure that Jose Valenzuela is going to bring is going to be, if not more, at the same rate as a Garcia.
I can definitely see that. They look like they're very similar in styles, but I think Venezuela might even have more power than Garcia. From his
Valenzuela.
Watching his previous fights, like he's a slick southpaw he got some pop in those hands. So Chris is going to be in for a long night if he thinks it's just going to be an easy stick and move.
Yeah. So again, I'm gonna pick Jose Valenzuela, and I'm gonna go with.
My boy Chris, I'm gonna go.
All right, listen. You said it. You got your Chris Colbert pick, and I'm not hating on you. And listen, this is boxing. This is what I love about it. Anything can happen. All right.
Of course.
For this pick, I'm gonna go for Jose Valenzuela. I'm gonna say maybe 9th round. He stops him. If not, this goes the distance. And the distance will be decided, obviously, whoever got hit less and whoever hit more. And I think Chris Colbert.
You're going with your guy then if they go distance then.
Well, that's what I was just gonna say. If Chris Colbert, it favors the distance favors Chris Colbert because he's a slick fighter. But I think that if Valenzuela manages to land enough punches, he can nullify that, slow Chris down, and then pull off a decision win.
Yeah, it's gonna be, man. I'm excited, man. I can't wait for the time to come.
Yeah, and listen, and now that we got our picks straight out, let me go to the chat real quick, man, and say what's up to the whole fam over here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. We will be opening up the phone lines. This is a call-in show. Numbers 1-856-624-3369. You go ahead and call in. Let us know your perspectives on the fights. Whether it be Chris Colbert versus Valenzuela, whether it be Ramos versus Spencer, and of course the main event, Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez and Motro. But before we get that, I want to just segue back to Joey Spencer and Jesus Ramos. Just want to get your final last picks on that one too, Alex, so the people know exactly where you're going, because we're gonna hold you accountable. You can't switch up on the people, right? Because we come back with the show with a post show.
I got Chris and Joey so far.
He got Chris and Joey so far. So Joey, any particular stoppage? Unanimous decision.
I say anywhere between the 8 and 10 round, Joey's gonna stop him.
8th and 10th round, Joey.
Going for
Ah,
Joey. Yeah. I see.
uh,
He got a little dynamite in his hand, so we're gonna see.
he got a little bit of dynamite. He says, "All right, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Even though I like some of the power that he displays, I think that this is gonna be a 12 rounder, bro. This is gonna be a 12 rounder, and it's gonna be a split decision. It's gonna be a close one, man. These are two hungry young guys that are really, really, really stylistically. I think it's like two Rams, you know what I'm saying? They're dead in the center with it, they nullify each other in so many ways. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens and how this fight goes. See, they're almost like in the same position as a Chris Colbert, right? And the Valenzuela, in the sense of the career upgrade they can get from these wins. So we're saying all that, Alex.
It's only gonna get better for them, for the winners. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on your side with this one. I think Joey can pull it off, and
but don't be surprised, like you said, man. The boys
the door can swing both ways. It can swing both ways, but I'm gonna stick with Joey. You gonna stick with Joey?
I'm going Joey all the way, man. I'm not down.
All right, let's go back to the chat right now and see what the people are talking about on the chat. Remember, the phone lines are going to be opening up 856-624-3369. All right, shout out to Super Max, Rob the Genius. Who else is on here? My man Pat Greedy says Caleb. Wait a minute, he says Caleb by majority decision. With that being said, David KOs in 10.
Ooh.
All right, so he got two perspectives. Is that what I'm getting right here, Alex? He said Caleb by
decision. With that being said, David KOs in the 10th round.
10.
He got you got mixed emotions. There got to be a winner and a loser. This one ain't gonna be a draw. I'll tell you that one.
He got mixed emotions on that. And the shout out to Salvador Asensio. He says, "You guys ready for the fight?" Super ready, champ.
Put up a great fight, but I think the pressure of Benavidez is gonna break him down towards the later rounds. I could see it going about 10 rounds.
Damn, you see how y'all see how Alex jumped straight into it. He's like, "Yo, Benavidez. All right, El Monstro."
I love him, Caleb Plant, man. Your boy got heart. He's game. He's a hell of a boxer, man.
Yeah, he going for El Monstro, y'all.
El Monstro, I just think he's on another level right now.
Look. I mean, I'm the guy who was talking about David Benavidez is going to get the stoppage. I don't know about all that 6th round before the 6th round bullshit.
Yeah, 6 to 8. I don't see it. I could see a 10 towards the later rounds of the fight, like what Canelo did. Like he broke him down towards the end of the fight. Like he was boxing Canelo good, whatever. I'm not talking
about 6 to 8. It could happen. What I was talking about, because David Benavidez keep saying that he's going to knock out Caleb Plant before the 6th. Yeah, I don't think that shit happen.
I don't see that happening.
Yo, go get some Wheaties, man. You falling apart on me, man. You falling asleep. You had a late night?
No, it's kind of sort of. I just came from the gym,
Oh shit, yeah, man. We all turned up, man. We all got to motivate each other.
You got to put in that work,
Got to stay healthy. All right, look. So David Benavidez for Alex. He flexing on the cam right now. Everybody, man, better start working out because the summer's coming. Everybody's always waiting for the summer. You got to start working out.
Get your mind right.
That's right. So David Benavidez, 1 round. You saying KO majority?
I say 10. I say Benavidez with 10 in the 10th.
All right. So he's saying the 10th. Okay, David Benavidez. That sounds like a pretty good prediction. I can't even get at that.
Because I don't see it going anything under 6 rounds, man. If Benavidez could pull that off, honestly, I don't think he's gonna get a fight for another year or two. Because nobody's gonna want to fight him if he beats him in 6 rounds. If you could beat Caleb Plant within 6 rounds, Caleb Plant he's always ready to fight. He doesn't get ready to fight. He's always ready to fight, which means he's always in shape. Like after this fight, a month later, he's ready to fight again. Like your boy stay ready. So to beat someone like that, you got to be in tip-top shape. You got to come with your A+ game. And Benavidez looks, from what it looks like on the scale and the press conference and the meetings, your boy looks like he's in shape. I've never seen Benavidez with abs. He's usually a little soft down there. Like, your boy got abs. I don't know. He looks ready.
Hold on real quick, man. Let me go back. Watch the mic. Whatever you're scratching the bottom of your phone on, or is making a static noise. Who's on there? Abdul Rahim says, "How's okay?" Let me just put my man's up there. Abdul Rahim says, "How is everyone doing? Everyone subscribed and like live chat. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters, Muslim community fasting on the holy month. Word is born. Assalamu alaikum. Can't wait for Loma versus Haney, versus Garcia. Love, hell yeah, bro. We waiting for those fights, man.
It's gonna be some good fights coming up. That's for sure.
Well, there you have it, man. Shout out to Abdul Rahim, man. Thanks for stopping by, my brother. We appreciate you." And Joseph says the Ecuadorian monster. Ain't he Ecuadorian, Dominican, and Mexican? Yo, we don't even know what David Benavidez is, champ.
Oh, he's a little bit of everything for real. I didn't know. I thought he was just straight Mexican. Oh man, I guess he's the monster for real.
Yo, he's mixing like 3 different ways. I think his grandpa.
He's the mutt monster, huh?
Yeah.
The Mexican mutt monster. I didn't know it was like that.
All right, Abdul. All right, my man JD Blanca also says they brought in Memo Heredia to even the score. They know Plant's on that juice. Why you gotta say that bullshit, JD? You know he ain't on there. Yo, as far as I've been following Plant's career, man. Been at a couple of his live fights.
He seems like a pretty clean fighter. He's never tested
negative. Clean, bro. The dude's disciplined. Stop it, man.
I don't think he's ever tested positive for anything like Canelo or lost anything on the scale. If I'm correct, I think Benavidez one time he didn't make weight one time because he lost the weight on scale or something like that.
He wildin' saying that, but JD, you wildin'. It's time to get activated. That's it, champ. That's it. The Dumatron activated. I must finish you, champ. Listen. You got some nerve saying Caleb Plant is on the juicy juice, my man. He's been cut up like that every single fight. He's a true 168 pounder. You saw the shit talk that he was giving David Benavidez at the
Did he slap him?
Nah, he put his finger right on his chin. He like, yo, I'm gonna tap this chin right here. Well, Benavidez was so shocked he left the finger there for like 5 seconds. He was like,
I'm surprised he didn't smack him. Like he reacted late.
When he put that finger on Benavidez's chin, Benavidez ate that for like 2 seconds. He didn't even know what was happening. He was like, oh shit. That told me something. Yo, Caleb's been playing it real cool, bro. He's been fueling the fire, all right? He's been feeding the faith, starving the doubt. It's time, bro. And this is the reason why last minute I switched my pick. I was David Benavidez all the way.
So now you got Caleb?
I got Caleb.
Oh,
Caleb. I got Caleb by decision. And let me tell you, what happened to Anthony Durrell can happen again. David Benavidez has been knocked down by punches that equal or less than a Caleb Plant. That are not true 168ers, man. Y'all got to think about that. I love the trash talk. I love the confidence. And he is the Mexican monster because his record shows you how many knockouts. But who have you knocked down? Who have you knocked out? This is levels now. You feel me? And Caleb's been there before, man. I had to really think about this shit because it's a tough one. But I'm going to go with Caleb Plant on this one. And that's my pick for the main event, bro.
Oh, I like that. I love Caleb Plant. He's one of the, the premier boxers in the game right now. But I just think, honestly, I think David Benavidez, his pressure is going to be too much for him. And I think he's going to pressure him even more than Canelo did. Like, he's going to go for the knockout. But he got to be careful because he could end up tying himself out. And that's when Caleb might take advantage.
But Al, this is the thing though, Al. Like, y'all want to talk about Canelo, right? Oh, Canelo was putting the pressure on, and you saw what happened to Caleb. And then y'all want to put David Benavidez in those same shoes. David Benavidez don't cut off the ring like a Canelo Alvarez. So all this cutting off the ring that he's gonna get to him, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to really see it. Because he's had, a little bit of trouble cutting the ring off on less fighters. And Caleb Plant is a mover. Now, what y'all gonna tell me? Caleb Plant gets tired towards the end. All right, we're gonna see about that. I mean, maybe not. Depends how much pressure. It depends how many body shots are landed. I think that he can go the distance, and he looks like he's in phenomenal shape. You know what I mean? Real quick though, see if anybody else is on the. All right, see if anybody else is tapping in with us on the chat. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to show on the screen real quick, right? Because we're about to open up the phone lines, and I want everybody to get familiar with our new segment on the Boxing Biz here that we're going to have this program is going to be every Saturday at 3 p.m. Okay, we're going to have this fight breakdown with all the fellas. My man Alex is going to be joining me from now on. I know right now he's on the phone, but don't worry about it. We're going to set him up right, and we're going to do it, have it nice and tight. You feel me? But yo, your service has been great. Actually, it hasn't been pretty bad at all. Actually,
I try to pay my internet bill on time and stuff.
Oh, he says that, and he black
phone call.
That's the only thing with the phone is with the phone calls. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and bring up on the screen real quick, Alex, our banner for our new segment here on the Fight Breakdown. As soon as the phone lines open up, we're gonna go ahead and actually, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and invite my man Mex on. My man Mex out here from Texas, who is actually gonna give us his insights too. Now, all you guys know who I'm talking about. It's my man, the one and only Super Mex. You've seen him fight. You've seen him host. You've heard his take on many fights, and now he's decided to come on the Boxing Biz and kick it with the whole team right here. Hold on, okay.com. All right, Joseph, we're gonna go ahead and send you that invite, man, and bring you on to the program and get that insight, man. Alex, this fight's taking place in Las Vegas, no?
Oh yeah, of course. This is a big money fight. MGM Graham. It's a big fight.
Damn, man, Las Vegas must be lit right now, bro. This is a huge fight.
It's a big fight. Nice undercard. This is one of those mega fights, you know. Then after this, like you were saying, you got the Haney Lomo, and you got the Tank Garcia. That's another one. Some big fights.
I'm actually looking forward to that Tank Garcia fight, man. That Tank Garcia fight's gonna be.
I'm gonna be honest. That's Tank's gonna destroy that boy.
All right, yo, we're gonna go ahead and bring on Super Mex while we wait for him. Gonna read out some of these comments. My man, Catchweight Tay says, "Do me dooms. I need your number. I got a football game in Jersey next Sunday. Most definitely hit me up on the IG. Catchweight Tay, hit me up on the IG, champion. We'll kick it on there, man. If you're stopping by, let me know. Maybe I could get you inside the boxing gym. We go in to throw some leather." Tycho TV says, "Super Mex." All right, guys, I'm gonna throw up the banner. Remember, the phone lines are open now. It is 1-856-624-3369. And you can call in live through Skype, satellite dish, whatever, landline, cell phone, whatever you want. All right. And you go ahead and come in and call, give your take. And what's going to happen is this, guys. Basically, right now, what's going to happen is that we're going to have some callers come on. All right. And matter of fact, let me throw the banner up. Let me just throw it up, man. You know, I gotta get the people riled up here. All right, let's go. In the booth. All right, that was in the booth. Okay, for you guys that didn't see it, let me just flash it again one more time. This is in the booth where two callers are going to get the opportunity to go live on air and state their piece and convince us, the listeners, on why they feel their pick is the right choice. Now, you'll have 1 minute per caller. So you got two callers that are going to go head to head for 1 minute and try to convince us. And then we will have a poll and vote on it and see who is the winner of this fight in the booth. All right, guys, that was in the booth. Phone lines are open, 1-856-624-3369. And Super Mex, if you're listening, the link has been sent. So you can go ahead and tap in with us. And if the phone lines are going to stay open until the program closes. If nobody calls in, then it was a sin, right? All right, going back to Alex. Okay, Alex, while we wait for the phone lines to open up, or maybe to Joseph to come on, maybe we could talk a little more about boxing and maybe give our takes and I mean, it's a little early for the takes, man. A lot of things can happen between now and then for the Gervonta Davis fight. Gervonta and Ryan Garcia. Uh, I honestly really believe that Ryan Garcia has a real shot, right, to win this fight if you know if the sparring is right, if uh, if his ability to take power punches like he did in Campbell.
Brother, let me tell you something. I don't want to cut you off, but
Go ahead, go ahead.
Garcia doesn't have a chance. I don't even know why they put him into fight with Tank. Tank is gonna destroy this boy. Garcia,
Oh, when you say destroy, we talking about like before the six.
oh man, if it goes 6 rounds, Garcia, God is on his side.
If it goes past the six,
Tank is gonna destroy. You see what Tank does to man.
go, champ.
Ryan's
You
just
feel me?
Instagram hype. You know what I'm saying? It's good. It's good hype. But Ryan ain't fought half the people Tank that has fought, and Tank is walking through everybody like a tank.
yeah, Javante got that stopping power, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. You look, I was picking Garcia in the beginning because I was just starting to kind of give him credit.
He hasn't shown me enough for
But
me to pick him, to be honest.
the thing is with me, man, is I haven't seen that super upgrading competition. I mean, Campbell was good, but I mean those guys that really start to crack and that are the real top of the echelon in the division. I haven't seen
Listen,
him.
if he would have fought a Lomo, even if he would have fought a Richard Comey, he hasn't even fought a Comey yet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody with decent pop. He hasn't fought a Haney. He ain't gonna fight Shakur. All of those guys that I named will destroy Ryan. They'll embarrass him. Now, I don't know why. If I was him, he has a better shot at fighting Lomo, because there's a boxer. He's not going to knock you out. You got a better shot at fighting Haney, because he's a boxer. He's not going to knock you out. Or Shakur Stevenson. And all of them are dominating. Now, Tank is just going to end he's going to put him to sleep.
All right. Looks like we got my man Super Mex live with us. My man Super Mex.
What's up, Max? What's good?
Nah, I can't hear you. You got to turn on that volume, baby. Go to the
What
set.
about now? What about now?
Oh,
We good?
You good. You good.
Man, listen, if you don't know my man Alex, this is Super Mex.
What's up, Alex?
Max, nice to meet you, bro.
Now we out here live. Max, you've been listening. Now we want to hear your take before these phone lines get crazy, right? Remember, the phone lines are open. 856-624-3369. And duke it out in the booth.
All right, so we want to go. What do we want? Want main event down? Start from bottom up.
Well, we went from
We started with the undercards. Yeah,
we started a little bit with the undercard. You can start off with Valenzuela and Chris Colbert.
Man, that's a tough fight. That's I feel like Colbert got the skills to beat Rayo, but Rayo got some power, man, and I think that's going to ultimately play the difference, man. I'm rooting for Colbert, but I think it's going to be I think Rayo's going to get the victory.
and Rayo's very similar to Garcia, left-handed.
Yeah,
slick, but I think he even got more pop than Garcia. That beat Colbert.
100%. Like I said, I'm rooting for Colbert, honestly, but I think Rayo's going to get the job done tonight. I think it's going to be a very competitive. I think it's going to be a fun fight. I think that's going to be a fun fight, man.
Yeah, that's going to be. It should be a good
Valenzuela.
I think it's
I
just.
call Valenzuela.
Yeah, I think
I call Valenzuela. I mean, Chris Colbert. Yeah, Chris Colbert's going to have a lot to handle with that power. That's what's concerning me after that Garcia.
Chris is definitely a boxer. If Chris can let his hands go, he got a shot. If not, Rayo's just going to get him.
I think it's just going to be a difference in the power. That's what's going to make the difference tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Rayo's naturally bigger than him, too.
But, we'll see on the flip side.
But let's go ahead, Max.
I was gonna say on the flip side though, man, Rayo just got stopped, man. We don't know what that's gonna do to his head mentally.
He got destroyed. He ain't get stopped.
Yeah, some guys, man, they don't come back from that. You know what I mean? Some guys they definitely have a lack of confidence coming in, man. There's gonna be a lot of doubts there.
He looked very confident in the press conference, though. He looked like,
Yeah,
like,
but it's easy to look good in the press
and so
conference,
yeah,
man.
you know how it is. It's a press conference, so it's
Yeah,
all
you know,
talk until you get in that ring.
with that bell ring, and coming from experience, man, there's a little bit of doubt, at any level. When you get back in there after getting knocked out, bro, you got some questions in your mind.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what I was talking about, and I was gonna go ahead and guys. We look at these minute, 2 minute, parents, how did he look? Is he smack? That means they were just finishing and shit. They chew gum and spit, lose weight. So from what I did see from Valenzuela, and this is going to go towards Chris Colbert's advantage. I did see Valenzuela kind of sucked in, bro. Like he's struggling. I don't know how much he's struggling, but he looked like, eyes were dented in. And even when he was like looking at Chris Colbert and they were kind of talking to each other, you can see that like he could barely talk. And when I see those things, it does concern me a bit. But I've been wrong before because I've seen Errol Spence Jr. look like a skeleton. And then when he rehydrates, the man's a machine. So I don't know if Valenzuela has that same type of genetics. But what did you think about that?
As there ain't no clauses, man. As long as there ain't no surprise clauses, that's a big topic these days.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Ryan Garcia is catching that clause, right? I mean, big fights,
Yeah.
right? Mayweather did it to what was it, Pacquiao?
Yes.
He did it to a couple.
Yeah.
But when you're A side, you get to do it.
Yeah, but no, I don't think. I think Raul's gonna be ready to go come tonight, man. So I don't think that's gonna play a factor unless he's not able to. Like Pacquiao did that when De La Hoya fought Pacquiao, he wasn't able to rehydrate. They had to surgically rehydrate him. So if it's one of them situations, yeah, he had to get an IV done to rehydrate.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah, that's when you start to get crazy right there, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
so if that's the situation, that's gonna play a big factor. But we'll see, man. I think that's good. I think this whole card is pretty action packed, man. The only fight I think for sure I know the winner on is the Cody Crowley fight.
We didn't even get to touch on that, Max.
Yeah.
What up with it though?
I just feel like Cody Crowley's gonna get in there and make a statement, get a pretty dominant victory, man. He's the goods, bro.
Cody Crowley, you saying a stoppage for him?
Yeah, late stoppage.
Late stoppage, okay. I mean, look, man, he's pretty much been undefeated. I think he has one loss, right? And
no, I think Cody.
I haven't really been in tune. Is Cody undefeated or does he have a loss? No, he's actually no losses. Yeah, he's undefeated. It was me. It was a glitch in the matrix right here in front of me. Okay. The Crippler. Damn, dude.
Yeah.
What's a fight that what's a fight that we can go off of?
Man,
what's a fight that
I'm just, he's not really gotten a big name yet, man. He's just kind of going through what's in front of him. I don't even know that this is a step up against Abel Ramos, or is Abel or Jesus? I know they're both on the card.
He fought Josecito Lopez. I mean, you got to give him some credit for that.
Yeah,
Josecito,
tough, durable guy.
Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you what, though, man, his fights, his last few fights have gone the distance. What impresses you from this guy, Max?
He just has a natural skills, bro. He's got the size of it. He's got the size, the skill. He knows how to box. He's aggressive. He don't necessarily have the knockout one shot power, but I think he has enough to break you down and get you out of there. I think tonight is putting him on a showcase fight. Maybe building him up. He's going to be a future Spence opponent, maybe a future Boots opponent, depending on what PBC wants to do. They're making an opponent with this fight tonight.
Okay, so you're basically saying Abel Ramos doesn't stand a chance in this one.
I don't think so. I think he gets.
What's a showcase fight? I mean, where does that linger? I mean, is it like a tough
I mean, fight? It's one where you got to look. There's some resistance there, but you're gonna look good. People are gonna remember your name. You probably get a highlight reel type of moment off of it.
Yeah, this could catapult him to the next level.
Yeah, like I said, you want to build it. You want to put him on pay per view. A big fight.
This could be that fight. This could be that fight that makes your career. Because he's not a household name. That's what it is.
No, and then I think if you're PBC, if you get him to win, you get Stanionis to win. You put those guys on hopefully the Spence Crawford undercard, and then let you know right there you got an opponent for the winner, right there off that fight.
Yeah, you just building up.
All right, Max. Since you didn't give your take also on the Jesus and Spencer fight, Ramos and Spencer, what's happening in that fight, man? I think this is
I like
another
Joey,
cross.
man. I like Joey. I think people are sleeping on him, bro. I think he's coming with a point to prove, man. He's got the new buzz cut. He's got a lot, I feel like he's got a lot. He thinks he's got a lot to prove, and I think he's going to, man. I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna surprise some people tonight. I think it's gonna be a competitive fight. Um, I think he's gonna show a level of dog in him, though. I think he's gonna have to, to beat Ramos. I think he's gonna dig deep, man. And I like Joey in this one. I like him to win. I don't know how he'll win it, but I think he'll pull it off tonight.
Yeah, I say in the later rounds, 8-10 round, I think he could hit him with that stoppage.
Yeah, I think, but I like Joey, man.
Three doubters of Jesus Ramos, man. We're gonna owe him an apology if he polishes up and wins.
That's
hey, that's
that
how you do it,
motivation, that underdog motivation. A lot of these fighters thrive off of that.
That's how you gotta love boxing, bro.
But we
Hey, listen,
fans, and we know, it is what it is.
Listen, I know I had a ticker at the bottom. Never mind the slap fighting. That was from a old.
I was wondering when you was gonna come up with that. I was like, I guess
He was
Oh,
talking about
man.
the almost slap yesterday at the weigh-in.
No.
the little finger print, the little.
Let's talk about that. Caleb Plant put his finger in my man's jaw and had it there for like 2 seconds, bro. Like, yo, it was a late reaction. Like Alex said, like, what do you think? What was that about? You know, it was.
When he did that to Canelo, Canelo caught his ass quick. He caught him like a cat. He caught those Canelo reflexes, right? He
So
went like that.
it seems like that's Caleb's like signature little thing
To get under your skin type
yeah.
thing, like.
This fight is crazy, man, because I'm leaning towards David beating him, but this is a fight, man, where I feel like there's not a definite I know who's gonna win.
Yeah, it's like I like Caleb Plant, but I just feel like the monster and the dog in Benavidez, he's gonna pull it out. Like he's gonna hit him with the late stoppage.
So, but to Doomy's point though, is like, man, David don't got that style, man, and what I've been telling people is
styles make fights.
We've never seen David really up against any resistance, man. I know it looks impressive when he's walking through guys like Lemieux and Graville, but like, Plant's not those guys, man. Plant's gonna box you up. Plant's gonna make you pay. David squares up a lot. People don't realize it, but him and his brother fight almost exactly the same. And you saw what guys like Danny Garcia and Terrence
He's a bigger version. He's a bigger version. Yeah.
He's an overwhelming version.
He gets hit.
So I think this fight comes down to who's in the best cardio shape, because what's going to happen when David faces some resistance and he realizes Caleb maybe ain't going nowhere, but Caleb also is going to have to be on his toes to keep David off of him.
He can't let David bully him. If he lets David bully him, it's gonna be a long night.
Yeah, 100%.
He got to stay on the outside and box him from a distance.
Yeah,
he can't let David. Going. He can't listen. If you got to grab on the inside, grab. Don't try to be tough and like.
Yeah,
listen, don't let him get off those 6, 7, 8 combos that he be doing looking pretty. Like you can't do that.
And then also, man, I think Caleb's really got to work that body. Make David squares up so much, man. Get them liver shots in. Start. Let's test that conditioning. Let's test them abs.
And Caleb got decent power. He's not a knockout artist. Yes, he didn't knock out the Rel. That was a big win, and that was a surprise. So it's there, but you have to be careful. Like you said, you're not gonna knock him out with one punch. You got to break him down. You got to break a Benavidez down. He's a big boy.
Listen, I gotta just say, like, y'all touched on a good subject. Max, you brought up a good point. When have we really seen David Benavidez on the back foot? When and it's in small pockets, right? But when we've seen him on the back foot, who's ever put pressure? Who's ever fought the bully? Who's ever stood up to the bully? Like, can you really tell me who?
He's made it look so easy. It's like,
not like I remember. I think it was the 4th round in the Kyron Davis fight, where Kyron was laying on the ropes and he, the monster's unleashing on him and all that. And then all of a sudden, Chiron just smiles and throws a flare punches. Bah, 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 bah. And he started to push David Benavidez back. And this was a smaller guy. And I'm thinking about what Max said, and I'm just like, listen, like Caleb is a true 168er. You saw him how he looked. He don't look if anything, Benavidez sucked in more than
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
like I said, Caleb Plant is always ready. He's ready to fight every day of the year. Like,
yeah,
I feel like he looks like
Benavidez is the one who has to get in shape and train harder.
And what he said at the press conference, man, I think it hit a nerve on David when he was like, "Look, man, you want credit for being on weight? You're supposed to be on weight. I'm always ready." That says a lot. You know, these guys know each other's backstory. And Doomy, you brought up a point too. Like you said, you know, when against what was it, Chiron Davis? You know, David's got him on the ropes and he's letting off. But think about it, man. That's what people have mixed up. Is David does have 23 knockouts, but they're not one punch knockouts. He's just coming at you.
And stoppages. They're like stoppages. They're not like KOs.
It's not, you know. So is that going to be enough to keep Caleb? Because Caleb, I feel like if he feels like he can handle you, we'll put some power on it. And you know, we've seen both guys hit the canvas. That's what's the beauty of this fight is. It's truly, I think, a 50-50 fight. I'm leaning David, but a Caleb win wouldn't shock me.
Yeah. So let me ask you both, because I know Lex also is aware that from what they say, I haven't truly seen it. Maybe in one or two fights, maybe there was Gakatsuki fight where Caleb Plant loses his gas tank. Are we gonna see a Caleb Plant start to lose gas when you get into those 9, 10, 11, and 12 rounds? Is that
hopefully not? Hopefully not.
But what do you not? Do you think that's going to happen? That's a concern? Because I know a lot of people do say that. I mean, that's one of the contras. That's one of you know, the antis against the win. That oh man, he's going to get tired. That he's going to get caught. You know, eventually Benavidez is going to.
Let me ask you this, Doomy, because you've ref guys at a certain level of fighting before. In the ring, have you noticed the difference of a guy when he fights for the first time, how his energy is versus his second, third, fourth, fifth fight? Because
absolutely.
Because I feel like Caleb has been on pay-per-view now. He's been at the top level.
He got that experience.
Where he did lose gas. I don't think that anxiety is going to be the same here because he's been in there with Canelo. He's been a world champion. He's been on pay-per-view. This is nothing new to him.
And he was mentioning that in the press conference too. Like, I've been here before. This is, you know, I've been under the bright lights. Now it's your turn. Like, what you going to do?
Yeah, and there's no bigger stage right now than fighting Canelo. So it's not like it's a bigger moment versus David.
Yeah, because if you ask me, the Canelo fight was bigger for him. He was undefeated. It was Canelo, like, you know what I'm saying?
Undisputed title.
Yeah, and
I mean, I got to listen. That's another detail, man. See, the devil's in the details, man. And this is an important fact too, because at the end of the day, right, depending on where you at mentally, what mental space you're in, right? Because you just never know. A guy can talk confident and all that, but you don't know what's going on inside. And yeah, man, Caleb Plant's been there already in the highest of the highs, you know. Now I don't
performed well.
Say that again.
He performed well. It
wasn't he did put on a good show. He didn't get dominated, like he didn't get stopped, like, you know, in the early rounds and nothing. He went the distance, and you know.
What kind of pressure do you think David Benavidez has put on himself by saying that he'll knock out Caleb Plant before the 6th?
I think it's just more talk for the fans. I think that's what that is.
I gotta disagree, Alex, because I think it just reminds me of like a Wilder type situation. You know, Wilder said in the first Fury fight he ran out of gas because he's looking for the knockout, and that's going to be the question: is can David keep that under control? Because I think he's going to go. They really don't like each other. And I think he genuinely wants to knock Caleb out.
Bro, he wants to kill him. He says
if he goes in there looking for that and it can't happen, he's going to wear himself out very fast. So it's like I said, it's going to come down.
That's what happened to Teofimo and Cambosis. He went in there trying to take his head off, and look, he got embarrassed. And he got embarrassed. He came out there. He came out too aggressive, too confident in the early rounds.
And this is like, that's why I said this is going to come down to whose cardio is better. And if David can keep those emotions under control and be smart about it, I think he should be able to get this win. But if he's just in there reckless, he might be able to get Caleb out, but he might get stopped himself.
Yeah. You know, we don't talk about David Benavidez' gas tank because we've always seen him headstrong, moving forward. But what happens when you got a guy that moves as much Caleb Plant. A guy that moves his muscles is a Caleb Plant. A guy that can move on his back foot and fight off his back foot, that can throw punches on his back foot and land. I think that David Benavidez six. I'm not this guy under the six. I think that my man Benavidez is going to have to really be careful about gassing out himself, man. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think it's a real concern.
I definitely agree with you.
Of course, it's going to be a distant fight. You can't you can't exhaust yourself in the early rounds, because that's what Caleb is looking to go the distance. You know that. So if you're going to be smart, yeah, you're going to apply pressure, but at the same time, you got to be smart about that pressure. You know what I'm saying?
And to your point, Doomy, is like, what's gonna happen if he's in there, right? And he's trying to do his typical thing, and now you're not able to get off these big combinations. You're not able to bully this guy. What does that anxiety do to you? That anxiety. I never thought it was real. Doomy knows I thought that wasn't the case until you actually get in there, and man, anxiety is a draining thing, bro. It is very draining.
I mean,
and what happens?
How many times have you been in the ring by now, Super? You've been in there a few times now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for the Border Wars, like 3, but like just sparring in general, a bunch, and I still get anxiety.
But let's just say, right? Let's just say 3 times on a big stage, right? You've been seen by hundreds of people. You've been in an event space where there's like 100 people. Like first, second, then third time. I mean, do the jitters ever go away?
They're not as strong, but they never go away, man. They never do. I'll tell you that much. They never go away.
I feel like they're always there, but it's a fine line, right, between doubt, fear, and the jitters.
And that's what I'm saying, though. So what happens if Caleb's not, if it's not going to what David's used to, and that anxiety level starts rising and rising and rising, and now I'm taking a deeper breath. This guy's not going nowhere. He's still in front of me. He won't let me get off of him.
Yo, Tycho TV funny as hell. He said the internet crucified. So, I don't know if it's me or one of y'all.
Oh man, I got my Ethernet cable plugged in. Hopefully it ain't.
Yo, me too, man. Me too. I got it plugged in. Shit, I'm gonna have to upgrade. Tycho, don't worry about it, Champy. Listen, the phone lines are open right now. 1-856-624-3369. Who want to step into the booth? Tycho TV. Tycho TV. Stop ragging on the internet and call in.
Yeah,
who want to go
champ.
up against? I need 2 callers to call in. One that's for Caleb and one that's for Benavidez.
I know my brother called in. Matt, call in here, dog, because me and my brother got a bet going. He's gonna lose 40 quarters to me tonight, betting on Plant. I got Benavidez.
Oh shit! So listen, Haystack, what up, baby? How we doing, champ? We doing great. We're talking about the Caleb Plant and the Benavidez bout that's going on tonight. It's going to be a good one. And right now, we open up the phone lines for the segment dubbed In the Booth, where 2 callers on opposing sides are going to try to convince us, the listeners, on why their fighter pick is the right choice. And then we will have a poll on the chat, and we will decide who the winner is. Who the callers are, I don't know. But go ahead. Anybody that believes that David Benavidez is going to win, call in. If you think Caleb Plant's going to win, call in. I'll plug you guys into the live show, and you can go ahead and duke it out in the booth. If you take a look at the screen right now, show you guys how small the booth you're fighting in is. There you go, in the booth. How we doing, champ? Let's get it. Haystack. All right, since nobody's calling in just yet, maybe I had it muted. Let's go back to this.
Yeah. Let me see, Matt. I see your name in the chat, Matt. Call in, man. Explain your case on Plant.
Caleb. So he's for Caleb Plant.
He's Team Plant.
Okay.
Yeah, my brother's picking Plant.
All right, let's go, champ. All right, listen. While we wait, to see if my man Machine Gun's gonna call in and give us his take on Caleb Plant versus Benavidez. Right now, he's willing to step into the booth. Well, at least Joseph, I think you calling your brother into the booth right now, man. Damn.
We got to bring some entertainment to the Boxing Biz show today, man. It's a big fight. It's exciting. I think we've all been waiting on this one, man. You know what? And shout out to these young bucks, Plant, Benavidez. You got Tank Ryan, Devin. these young guys are really getting after it, man. It's I think they
About
put a lot of.
time, man.
I think they putting I think they're changing the way things work in boxing, man, and I'm proud of it. You know, I'm a big Errol Spence fan. I'm disappointed that we still haven't got that fight, but I'm saluting these young guys for changing the course of action.
You know what? And it's crazy, right? I mean, we've been boxing fans forever, right? And when Gervonta, Ryan, and all the other guys, right? It's just the four kings, if you want to even call them, right? When these guys started to get into, past their 11th fight, maybe 12th fight, 13th fight, you start to see that the attitude changes, the trajectory starts to get a little tighter, that way to the top. So yeah, man, Max, there's been a few changes now, man, and I'm glad that the fights are happening. I'm not, listen, I still want the arrow
Oh
and butter.
yeah, I
Crawford, yeah.
still want
I'm
that one
tired
for
of
sure.
Crawford fighting these no-name guys. Come on, man.
All
So
right,
I
guys,
think for
we
them,
got a caller. We got a caller. We have a caller. You are live here on the Boxing Biz Podcast Radio Show. Who are we speaking to right now?
Yo, what up? It's Machine Gun.
Oh shit, Machine Gun coming for your head, Joseph. He wants you in the booth.
yo,
I
it's every
Matt,
day for me.
Matt, check it out, Matt.
Yo, what's
Listen,
good?
check it out, champ. You're gonna be burning with us for a little bit, all right? But we can only burn 1 minute when you're going into the booth. When you get back out of the booth, nothing else will count, all right? So for all the listeners that are listening right now, make sure you're paying attention, that you got your paper pad out if you want to go ahead and make a point, a point effort to see who wins, who brings the best points up. Each person is going to get a minute. Joseph, you're going to get a minute. Matt, you're going to get a minute in the booth. Who's going to go first? I'll let you decide that. How about that? Or we could flip a coin. Matter of fact, we're going to flip this lighter.
Right.
All right. Well, I didn't ask y'all what y'all had, though. All right. Heads or tails? Heads or tails? Joseph, on you. Go.
We'll go heads.
Ooh, he got it.
I tell you what though, we'll let my baby brother go first.
Oh shit, yo, Matt, you better hit him hard. Remember, he basically told you, yo, you could take the first shot. I could take it. Matt, make it work. Once you hear the Dumatron activated, you start. The clock begins. Ready? Go.
All right. All right. So, as y'all know now, I am rocking with Caleb Plant on this one. I like Caleb Plant's style. I feel like his skill will be able to not only keep himself out of being stuck, because David Benavidez is, he's a very powerful hitter. He's not a one-punch fighter, but he is a very powerful hitter. But you have to be there to be hit by David Benavidez. Caleb Plant's going to be moving. He's going to be sniping, up and down on him all night. David Benavidez, to me, also has just been looking for reasons to tell himself this is going to work. He wants credit for being, on weight. He wants credit for having all these new muscles. He wants credit like, yes, this is going great. This is going great. All that to now be on the biggest stage you've probably ever been on, pay-per-view, main event, somewhere Caleb Plant has already been, and coming off of a great knockout, confidence has to be through the roof, especially not playing the game of the trash talk and buying into it and getting offended, like just showing emotion. To me, David Benavidez is being a little too emotional going into this fight. And it's just, you can see it in his face, his dad and his brother. They're getting mad because they're not getting a response or the response that they want. But Caleb Plant's been here. He's fought the best in the world in Canelo Alvarez, and everybody knows sometimes when you fight the best, you learn from it and come back, or you never come back at all. Caleb Plant, after his fight with Darrell, looks like he's learned. Plus, second fight under their new trainer, maybe we're going to see some more, like I said, sniping, sharp shooting. He's going to.
All right, the minute is up. The minute is up.
All right.
Finish him. All right, that was Matt. Go ahead, Joseph. It looks like it's your turn.
Dumatron activated.
All right, so while that's all good and well, when you're breaking down the fight, you break down this. People always keep saying Caleb Plant needs to stay off the ropes, not realizing if you look at Benavidez's fights, he can fight in the center of the ring the same way. He's a pressure fighter. He's a come forward style. He's got that Golovkin type of, even if I'm not on you, it's a mental pressure. I'm always coming at you. I'm always coming at you. And he's got the willpower. He absolutely dislikes this guy. It's one of those things where I could lose to anybody else in the world except you. And I think this is one of them situations where, there's so much anger there. But I think David is matured to a point now. He's been through what he's been through with the failed cocaine test, with the losing the weight losing the title on the scales. Everything he's worked for is back on the table right now, and he's not going to let a guy like Caleb Plant take that away from him. He's going to be smart, break this guy down. He's seen that Caleb can wear him down, and in the late rounds, man, he's going to put together a combination, and the ref's going to say, that's enough. You've had enough, young man. Back to the back of the line. It's plain and simple. Will over skill tonight here in this fight. David Benavidez wants it just too much.
All right, the minute's up. There you go. In the booth, both the fighters. Oh, my God. Who has the win, man? I don't know, man. Both of you were bringing up some pretty points. It's up to the listeners right now to give us the, the answer right now. Listen, the poll's going up right now, man. It's going to be pretty tough for me right now. In the booth, Caleb Plant versus Benavidez. Let's see who wins. We're going to go ahead and put up the poll right now. And you guys let us know by the end of the show, which probably will be in a little bit. If nobody else calls, we'll go ahead and make this a short one. It's been an hour, and we got to get ready for the fight party, right? We're going to have something going over there at Alex's and John's house. So shout out to them. What y'all doing
for the fight, man? Y'all got to get a little get-together going on?
Yeah, man. I'm actually going to be going over to John's house, and I'm going to be linking up with Lex over there, and we're just going to have fun watching the fights, eat some good food, probably get some pizza, wings, whatever, you know what I mean? And enjoy the fight, bro.
We're going to be doing the same thing here at my house. We're getting ready for it. Pick up the
great
supplies. And it's a great card. I love it when the whole card is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. The entire card is going to be entertaining. Shout out to Premier Boxing as well. Making shit happen. My man, Caleb Plant was definitely shouting him out, man. Caleb Plant looks like he been wanting this fight, man. I don't know what Benavidez thinks that he was running from him, but we'll find out tonight. Listen, phone lines are still open. 1856. Listen, Machine Gun, we're gonna let you go, my brother. We appreciate you stopping by. And while you're on the phone, why don't you give us a quick pick on the undercard and let us know what you chose as your picks, starting from the Chris Colbert versus Jose Valenzuela fight.
Oh, okay. I got Ryo and I got Cody Crowley winning, and those are the only other two, right?
Yeah, you got
Joey Spencer, Abel
Ramos. Yeah.
Yeah, give me Spencer. Yeah, Spencer, Crowley, and then give me Ryo. Those are my picks on the undercard. I feel pretty solid about those guys.
All right, you see it. You said it on the airwaves. You will be held accountable. All right, Machine Gun. Check you out, Champy. To the next one.
Yo, so there's also some rumors. I doubt it's true because I feel like there's a better opportunity coming up. But there is rumors that they could get an official Spence Crawford announcement tonight. Do you think it's the right time? Personally, I feel like it should be on the Tank Ryan card. I feel like that's a better time to announce it. But there's been some rumblings in the biz, I guess you could say.
I'll be honest with you, Max. Either or would be fine for me. This is a huge fight. So if you you had the past beef with Jose Benavidez and Crawford. I mean, they pieced it up. That's what Benavidez has said anyway. So it ain't like there's no shade, but still, it would. I don't know. I think it would work, man. I mean, Brian is huge though.
So Doomy, you've fought before, you've trained, you've all that. How do you feel about the emotions from the Benavidez camp, man? Like, what is as a trainer, fighter, etc. How do you feel like he's in their head, or I don't know? 'Cause I'm not a fan of that type of.
I'm not a fan. Look, I'm a fan of the shit talking when I'm talking about kicking your ass. You know what I'm saying? All the other things that is kind of spilled over to, daughter talk and family talk. You're stepping into zones where I will fuck you up outside of the ring. There's just certain lines you don't cross with certain people.
I just feel like that doesn't help sell the fight either.
It does in a sense. I mean, look, what did we say when my man Mike Tyson said he was going to eat Lennox Lewis's kids? Come on. This is not the first time some shit like this happened.
But
Mike is a different animal. He's a whole different animal.
Because he's a lion and he's not a bear. He's okay with it. Nah, use the same fucking model. We've heard this shit before. I don't like it, but eating your kids sounds a little more like shit talk than she not around, so stop talking about her.
And that's also what I'm saying is it's coming from
Shit, man. Internet agents are getting at me. What'd you say, Max? You there?
Yeah. I was gonna say the difference is too is like it's coming a lot from Jose Senior. That's what I find strange about it. Oh man.
You know, if it comes from either or, it don't matter. You know, I just you don't say certain. You know, you're not gonna see David Benavidez trying to check his father or trying to, tell him certain things.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, he loves his dad and he's gonna let him talk his shit. Teofimo Lopez lets his father talk shit, and Danny Garcia lets Angel Garcia talk shit. I mean, this is what it is. You know, you got to be held accountable for your words, and there's certain things you just
I
don't
just
say.
feel like
But
with Jose Senior, it doesn't. It to me, he's not on the same. I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem with the same kind of intention.
That's not his character. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, as like a Ruben Guerrero,
Angel Garcia.
Angel Garcia. Yeah,
You know, they're known for their characters. You know, they're outgoing and they
I mean,
speak
but
a lot for their sons.
how good do we know Senior? I mean, Senior probably a G ass.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You don't let the glasses fool you. That man is probably.
Yeah, but he's usually not like this. That's what's surprising.
Yeah, I think that's
so
what's
it's
making
more of a
this kind of
personal
weird.
thing. Like it's some type of personal thing.
I think they're leaking the video of him getting kicked out of the gym a year ago, like stuff like that. Just kind of. Because to me, at this point, we're at fight week. Like the fight's here, man. Like there's nothing else left.
All the trash talking is done. That's it. It's time to step in the ring.
You know what I'm saying?
Backstory's there, though. You know, the backstory is there. I can see
it's history. You know what I mean? It's personal. It's history.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what? They both know that they're both not punks. They're both fighting great opponents. Like Benavidez knows Caleb Plant is a hell of a fighter. Caleb Plant knows Benavidez is a hell of a fighter. That's why they made this fight, because these are not two punks. So that's what it is. I think it's more personal. But just like any other fight, at the end of the fight, they're gonna hug it out. They're gonna kiss, and you know how it is.
Yo, Matt brought up a good point. Matt says, wasn't it Jose Senior that got into it with Charlo in Dallas? He did, didn't he? Yo, it's Pops, man. Pops. You know, fuck it. He got the fire lit under him all the time. He's had his sons, man. I think was 2 years old in boxing. You know, he's
Hold up, Rob the Genius. Call in though, man, because that's okay. I've seen a lot of Plant by decision. You're saying Plant by KO, man. You got to explain that one to us, champ.
Plant by KO.
See, that's the thing, man. We got a lot.
Yo, Plant knocks out one person. Now he's a knockout artist.
Yeah, we got a lot of people that wanna talk, but they don't want to call in. Listen, call in. You hear with the fam. You hear with the fam. We want to hear your voice. You will be heard on this platform. So call in. Let me know what you got.
Rob's gonna lend out the white boy warrior cry to Plant, man.
Yeah, for real. Yo, you see Tony Yayo's on my frequency. He says, I don't think they're hugging it out after this fight. Seemed like a real bad blood there.
Yeah, I think regardless, this thing don't end tonight.
Yeah, ain't none of that. I don't think it ain't gonna be no hugging, and I don't know. Hey, listen,
you come on boxing, they always show each other love and respect. Like it is what it is, you know. I've seen worse, and you know they come to agreements at the end. Like, you know, it is what it is. I respect you, champ.
Listen,
it depends who wins. I don't know.
Canelo and Caleb Plant, perfect example. They slapped each other, and at the end of it, they was pieced up. But it's just something like, I don't know. There's a different level of disrespect going on here.
That's what I'm saying. This one is it'll end eventually, but I don't think it ends tonight.
I don't think
a rematch clause in this. Anybody know?
I don't think so. I think it's winner takes all. And if they're listen, if
there it's probably for David.
Yeah,
you think so for David? Why not for Caleb?
David's the guy they're building, man. He's the interim champion.
Yeah, he's got more to lose than you know.
Yeah, he's the big piece that but bro, I don't think you were there, dude. I think you flew out, but man, the reaction he got at Cowboy Stadium on the Spence Mikey Garcia undercard was crazy. I knew of him because, you know, I'm a boxing fan, but he got a big reaction.
Bro, it's because like, yo, mi gente mexicana, bro, y'all stick together. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He's loved, and he's right there. Cali's right there, right? So he's
love in Texas. Nah, you was in Texas, right? You talking about Texas?
Yeah, that was at Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, bro. He's gonna get the standing ovation, man. Para la patria, you know what I'm saying?
No, but Benavidez, where's he from?
He's Oh, he's from
Arizona.
Arizona. That's right.
So yeah, he right there. Come on.
Listen, we're gonna go ahead and shout out the phone lines again: 1-856-624-3369. You can go ahead and call in right now. Landline, Skype, satellite dish, whatever. Call in. Let us know your perspective on tonight's fight: Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. The grudge match is finally here. And we got a new segment here on the Boxing Biz dubbed The Booth, or In the Booth for that matter. And that's when two callers call in on opposing sides, get a minute on air to convince us, the listeners, on why their pick is the right choice. And then we will have a poll and decide as a community who is the winner. All right, let's get back to the polls right now and see who's winning. Holy fucking moly. Looks like Super Mex right now is beating up little bro. 88-12%. Holy fucking machine gun. You gotta go get the pillow, man. Hit him over the head with it.
You better get that gun. You better get that machine gun.
So let me ask you guys.
88-12 right now.
Oh,
I think it's because David is the favorite. All right, I'm gonna give you some slack though, machine gun. Max, what you were saying?
I want to know, guys, how fast do you think David's gonna start tonight? That's the real. I think that's gonna tell us everything.
If he's smart, he shouldn't start too fast because it's gonna go the distance.
I think that's. I think round 1 and 2 is gonna tell us a lot of how this fight will end up playing out. I'll
tell you what, Max. Only thing I can say to that is that if he doesn't start out fast, like he's been promising, like he's how are you not gonna start out fast and expect to finish somebody under the 6th round?
Yeah, like he's gonna have to start with that jab right away. That jab.
But you know what I'm saying, though, right? Like you can't beat somebody under the 6th round by starting off slow. You got to go in there for the kill. So I'm gonna go ahead and say he's gonna go in there for the kill. If he does it, then we're gonna see a different type of fight, you know. And
like
then
Machine Gun said, how much kill you gonna get out of David Benavidez? Because you're not gonna be able to hit Plant as often as you think. He's a slick ass boxer.
And they always say it takes a lot out of you when you miss a punch.
Oh hell yeah, fucking it takes like 3 times as much energy when you start to miss, and well that's the concern. That's the concern. Is he going to start fast or he's going to start slow, and that's going to depend on his gas tank.
Yeah, I think midway through the fight though, a brawl will break out at some point.
Oh shit, we're getting it.
What's
the odds on that? They're gonna be betting on everything. Yo, are they gonna touch gloves? All right, so I'm gonna bet y'all right now. Do they touch gloves? Yes or no?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Max says no. Lex?
I'm gonna say yeah. You know they're not looking like they always make them touch gloves or whatever.
No, I say no. I say no.
I say no, man. Caleb will put his hands up to do it. David will walk off.
Nah, fuck that. Caleb, bro. You saw how Caleb was when Anthony Durrell got up. He was still on some shit. I think that Caleb's gonna be the one that doesn't want no fucking sorries, none of that bullshit. But yo, fellas, man, on this note, we've been on live for more than an hour. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. You always welcome on here live on the Boxing Biz Podcast Radio Show. Make sure you check us out on IG. Follow us on IG. Follow us on Facebook. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when we're going live. I've been doing my studying on an analytics. Not many of y'all are coming from my notification bell, so I expect for y'all to hit that notification bell and show a little support. Come on. All right, we're going to get out of here. Max, salute to you. Lex, salute to you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We're going to go on and get out of here. Cheers. Anyway, before I go, first of all, I gotta say, first of all, for everybody who want to follow man Lex, you can go ahead and say your social medias right now at the moment before we be out.
That would be Kiko Love 72 at IG. That's KIKO 72.
The other social medias?
That's it. That's the only one
I'm
rolling with.
There we go. All right, Super Mex, Champy, we already know. If you don't know, let them know.
Yeah, if you want to follow me, I'm on Instagram, supermax_56. Give me a follow there. And keep subscribing, liking Doomy's channel, man. Get the numbers up.
Yeah, we're gonna build it.
Get these numbers up. It's all about the community from day one. Cheers. Bell rings, get in the square circle, it's time. The Boxing Biz podcast is live. Call in and state your mind, but get checked if you're stepping out of line. Jab right hand combination. We're interviewing fighters from every nation. The phone lines are busy. Have some patience. Your 3 minutes are up. No more conversations. The Boxing Biz, where we handle our business. Handle your business. We handle our business.